Hi, it's Dan here from Vision Brokers and Advisors and MYBIZSALE. MYBIZSALE is a fantastic solution to business owners where their businesses are worth less than $500,000 and they are looking for a sale and they don't want to pay enormous commissions to a broker. They want to end up with the most amount of money in their pocket as possible, yet they still want all the advice, tips, tools, resources that a broker will use selling $1 or $2 or $3 or $5 million businesses. So I want to talk to you first of all about the MYBIZSALE process and how it came about. Working at Vision Brokers and Advisors, we sell businesses generally between 1 to 20 million, and probably our sweet spot is sort of 5 to 10 million. What this video, or this first video series is about educating business owners who are selling a $1 or $2 or $300,000 business on how to complete the entire business sales process very successfully and receive the most amount of money in their pocket because they're not paying commissions. But how it came about was, at Vision Brokers and Advisors, we found that we were turning away a lot of $1 or $2 or $300,000 value businesses and business owners because it was just getting harder and harder to create a win-win outcome. It meant that if you're selling a $100,000 business, you'd be paying the broker around $20,000 or $15,000 in commission, which is a huge chunk of a sale price. And a broker will generally have to charge a minimum fee because a 6 or a 9 month engagement really can take anything less than a minimum fee. It just isn't viable for the broker. So that's why we came up with MYBIZSALE, to find a middle ground solution. MYBIZSALE is not just a fantastic marketing platform. There are other marketing platforms out there where you can go and advertise your business for sale. But what we realized was that a business owner really does need a lot more help than just marketing their business for sale. The other reason why we put together MYBIZSALE was because we spoke to a huge amount of business owners, and we'll go through very shortly the sorts of conversations we're having with business owners who are selling a $1 or $2 or $3 or $400,000 business. But the problem that a lot of them identified was that actually the broker would get in the way. And we sort of found that in our experiences also selling $1 or $2 or $500,000 businesses a couple of years ago, was that the buyer is looking at so many businesses. There's so much more stock in the market in the $100,000 and $200,000 part of the market. So buyers are wanting to make decisions really quickly and connect really quickly with the seller, not the broker. The broker would get in the way of a successful sale. So they're the sort of two core reasons why we thought MYBIZSALE is going to be a great solution to business owners who want to achieve a successful sale at the best price and cherry pick all of the useful parts of using a professional business broker. So, as I said before, we sort of interviewed a whole stack of business owners about the thoughts that they were having before they went to sell their business. And if you're watching this video right now, this is probably going to be you. You can probably relate to a few of these points. The first thought, now of course, this is an obvious one, what business owners thought just before they're thinking about selling their business. And the first thought they have is they want the best price. That's a no-brainer. Of course, everyone wants the best price. And the question over whether or not they can achieve that using a full scope business brokerage service or not is something that a lot of business owners are just simply unaware of or uneducated on, hence why we developed MYBIZSALE. The second thing that they said was really important to them was they didn't want to pay massive commissions. As we said, 20% if you're selling a $100,000 business, because $20,000 is a minimum fee for a lot of business brokers out there. For some it may be less, yes, for some it may be more, but $20,000 is fairly, maybe slightly more on the expensive side of commission. Let's maybe even say $15,000 or $17,000, but that's still 15 or 17% of a sale price if you're selling your business for $100,000, and it will just go up and up by percentage the greater your business is worth. So paying enormous commissions also means that you're less flexible when it comes to negotiating on the price and actually achieving a sale at all. And that's a really important point to think about as well. This was a really big one. I don't have time or know where to start. And when we thought about this point, we realized that's actually something that cannot be automated or fast-tracked in any way. So in MYBIZSALE, we will treat the client and the business just like we would for a $5 million business. We work with the client to understand and help them prepare all of their information, write their information memorandum, write their ads, arrange their listings on multiple platforms, receive inquiries from the buyers, have the buyer sign a confidentiality agreement. All of that we handle in MYBIZSALE, because that was a really important point for everyone we spoke to, actually, that they didn't know where to start or what to prepare and how to appropriately present their business in the marketplace. Now we've sort of talked about presenting the business in the marketplace, that segues quite nicely into the next point, is how to market a business for sale, because we've got issues of confidentiality, we've got issues of order of disclosure of sensitive information. The most important thing that we've done in the last 2 years or year and a half, thereabouts, since starting Vision Brokers and Advisors, is before we started, we wanted to nail marketing and inquiries. And that's something I'm not ashamed to say or spruik about, that we've done very, very well. Our clients receive enormous amounts of inquiries. In fact, one of our MYBIZSALE clients has received a non-disclosure agreement every 2 days since listing their business, and they've got an offer on their business after just 6 weeks, which is a fantastic result. And all of our clients are receiving enormous amounts of inquiries. Just yesterday, one of our other clients I saw was sent 3 new non-disclosure agreements alone, and contact details of the buyer alone. So that's one of the things that marketing a business really well, unfortunately, has to be done manually. And we have a whole team dedicated to logging in and checking where business listings are actually placed on third-party websites and making sure that they have the best level of exposure. And that's really key. It can only be done manually. It's something big firms can't do, and it's something that we're very, very proud of and works very, very well. The fifth thing that the people that we interviewed said to us was, we still want help. We want to be able to contact a broker, and not just a broker, the same broker that knows the business intimately, because they've prepared all that information. We want help on tap whenever we need it. We want to email, we want to call, and we want to get advice if we need it. And so that was something that was really important to us when we were thinking about how we would work that into MYBIZSALE, because obviously it's not a commission-based system, and it has to be viable for the broker as well. But we realized, because this was extremely important, we are going to be committed to providing you with all the help and support that you need along the way. So we asked a lot of sellers questions about the thoughts they were having when they were about to list their business for market. Then what we did is we spent some time with business owners selling their businesses on MYBIZSALE, and then we interviewed people again. And what we found out was the following. This is what they all reported to us. A MYBIZSALE seller, they feel more in control. The reason why they feel more in control is because whenever a buyer has inquired and signed a non-disclosure agreement, immediately that buyer's contact details are sent to the seller, and the information memorandum on the business is sent to the buyer. So immediately they're connected, and the seller is immediately aware of when an inquiry on their business has been made. So they feel more in control because they can physically see exactly when the inquiries have come in. And they also reported to us that they felt more in control because they're the ones that are having the conversations and the dialogue with the buyers. And it was really interesting because we asked a lot of them, how did you find the conversations and the dialogue with the buyers went? Was it positive? Did you run into any issues? Was there any rudeness? Did you have any negativity? And they all said that the buyers were very, very respectful. The buyers all gave them feedback on their business. And that sort of segues quite nicely into the next point, which is they feel more connected to the market. Because of the feedback. They feel more connected to the market because of the feedback, and that helps them to make the right decisions about their price, about their strategy more quickly. And you know, that's something that often buyers, when they're dealing with brokers, they won't provide feedback. They'll move on to the next broker or the next business and they won't provide feedback. But when they're dealing direct with the seller, they're a lot more inclined to provide the feedback. So we found that was actually really interesting. The third thing they reported is they enjoy the process. The sense of fulfillment they receive from being more in control. Forgot an E there. The sense of fulfillment they receive from being more in control, from feeling more connected to feedback from buyers, meant they enjoyed the process a lot more. And that's, you know, selling a business can be the most rewarding thing that one can ever do. It can be incredibly emotional, and it can also be very, very turbulent. The next thing they reported to us was they were blown away by the amount of inquiries they received. And they felt confident that they were receiving a huge amount of inquiries and the maximum amount of inquiries on their business. And even people who were receiving less than others still reported they felt like they were receiving more than enough inquiries to sell their business. And that's turned out to certainly be true for all of them. So then the final point that they said that they really enjoyed was they enjoyed the feeling, even though as brokers we didn't hear from them very much at all. They enjoyed the feeling knowing that they could contact the same broker. And just having that confidence that a broker's advice would be on hand if it was needed. In most cases it wasn't needed. And the entire MYBIZSALE complete sales process that we've documented and laid out covers around 95% of just about any sort of circumstance or issue that could happen in a business sale. And there's scripts, there's what to do, there's templates, there's solutions for how to deal with every single situation, or around 95% of situations. There's always that 5% of unpredictability in a business sale. But just the feeling that buyers had, sellers had rather, that they could call the same broker who knows their business and ask them questions, what they said was really, really important to them. So that being said, this is a brief intro into MYBIZSALE, why we developed it, what it is, and the upcoming videos are going to complement the entire sales process that we've documented, provide to our clients. The upcoming videos will walk as a MYBIZSALE seller, that is a seller who's selling a business for under $500,000 without paying a huge commission, but using all the skills and expertise and tools and resources of a professional business broker. So these videos will help sellers sell their business and cover the entire sales process right up until the time that you hand the keys over to the purchaser and you have the check in your hand. So thanks very much for watching. We'd really love it if you can share this video with anyone you think is looking to sell their business. And if you've enjoyed the content, please hit subscribe, please hit the notification bell so that you can be alerted when new videos come out. Our motto is to transcend the standards of the business broking industry, and we really want to do that through education, or at least a small part of that through education and through our video content that we released this year. And we're really trying to grow our followers as well. So again, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. That we'd really love that and appreciate that. Thank you all for watching. And again, our next video will be about information requirements and the sort of things that you start to prepare as a business owner before you think about listing your business or pricing your business for sale. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. Bye.